Sir, this is Cadet Kiroga and I will be answering all the questions that you have given to us. So first, the question is, if the variation and deviation are given, how to determine the compass error? Now the variation and deviation are given. 5 degrees east is the variation and 4 degrees west is the deviation. And how to determine the compass error is by subtracting variation to the deviation. And that would be my answer to the compass error will be 1 degrees east. So the reason why I subtracted is because it has a different unit. My variations unit is east and my deviation unit is west. So I have to subtract it and my answer is compass error is 1 degrees east. That's all. Question for number 2 is, if the compass error and variation are given, how to determine the deviation? So this time the deviation will be the one that we'll find. So the compass error has been given 10 degrees west and variation is given 2 degrees west, and it is a rule that a variation should always reverse its sign. So from being a west, it turns out to be an east. Now the answer of this is 8. It has been added, and that is the deviation. That is how to determine the deviation. So now number 3, if the two true bearing and compass bearing are given, how to determine the compass error. So now our true bearing and compass bearing are given with 55 true bearing and 22 compass bearing. My answer is 33 degrees east, because this is what the note is. If compass bearing is less than true, the error is east. If the compass bearing is greater than true, then the error is west. So my compass bearing is less than the true bearing, so my sign is east. Number 4, if the compass rose, deviation, and variation are given, how to determine the true course? So we need to follow the Kahn-Dedman vote twice. So you have the given, the course, deviation, and variation. So if the deviation's unit is east, it is always positive sign, so it means you need to add it and we get a m of 95. And then if its unit is west, it should be subtract. So you need to subtract the answer with 4 and you'll get the true course. On number 5, it's actually the same with number 4, but it's the vice versa version of number 4, which we need to find the compass course, and the one given below are the true course, variation, and deviation. So if it's the vice versa, if the sign of the variation is east, it is now negative, so you need to subtract it, and if it's the sign is west, you need to add it. So now you will get the compass course. So now number 6, explain how to update variation of the compass rose. By updating the variation of the compass rose is that, first, you need to take the difference between the year shown and the current year. Multiply this difference by the minutes of increase or decrease. If it's increasing, add the difference to variation. And if it's decreasing, subtract the difference. Round your answer to the closest whole degree of variation.